Like a little story time, maybe. I don't know what to talk about because I kind of wanted to this video to be a talk and make a crochet wig. I don't know the name for it, but we can talk about going to college. I did just not just, but in May I graduated from college, and it's so surreal that I'm done with it. I find it to be so weird, but I'm going to grad school. Today's Monday, August 20th, and I'm going to grad school in I'm going down to the school in like 4 days, I guess now you would say. Um, and I'm a little scared, but my classes don't start until next Wednesday. I do have orientation on the 27th and 28th. The 27th is like the general orientation, and then the 28th I'm also TAing, so I get to teach all by myself. I get to teach a lab by myself, behavioral modification, and I am a little bit nervous about that. I've never had to teach people that actually that's not true because I was a orientation leader, and I I did have to like orient freshmen and some transfer students, so I guess they were like around my age. But I'm 21, and I don't know how they expect us to do this or how successful we'll be. I'm a little bit nervous about that. Like, are they gonna listen to me? Is my class gonna be interesting? Am I going to be able to explain the information so they get it? Because behavioral modification, although a lot of people think that psychology is so easy, once you get up there in your classes, it can be very hard. And even in undergrad, like I was super motivated to just do my best. And I took a stats class. I took stats, a grad stats class, and it was killer. It was so okay. Honestly, I will say it wasn't like super duper hard. No, I'm just lying. I'm totally lying. It was so hard. Not necessarily getting the information because I love stats. I know I'm weird like that. It just makes sense to me, you know? It makes sense as to why we're learning stats. But when we're learning about like different triangles, I don't know why that trips me up. Like geometry, for some odd reason, like I'm just not good at. I can do algebra because it's just like basic numbers. And although stats is like, it's sort of like calculus in a way, sort of. Um, I just think that maybe it was because of my teacher and how he related it to like real world scenarios. He's a really, really cool guy, very interesting professor. Shout out to Dr. McKnight, but we all called him Patrick because he has a brother who is like a medical doctor, and he was like, well, that's my brother, so you can just call me Patrick. And but he like made the material very like easy to understand, but learning how to code in R was actually really terrifying and confusing. And because I was in a grad class, most of the people in the class were all PhD students. They were they basically already knew about it, and they would have like study sessions. I don't know, they just like all connected, right? And then there was maybe like 3 or 4 other students who were undergrads. So I was in like this honors program. And that's kind of like the main reason why I wanted to do the stats class, because Patrick, he came in and talked to us about it. But I don't know why I'm going on this rant. Anyways, like grad stats was pretty hard. But I got an A in it. And I worked my butt off. And I'm like, the amount of work I put into grad stats is more than I've ever put in any time in my whole entire life. I've never put in as much work as I did in that stats class. Like that stats class like really challenged me, and I love a challenge and I hate feeling stupid. I don't know if that's like anyone else. Like I don't like not knowing things. And I think that's like what drives me to be so motivated when it comes to my education, because I just love knowing and I love asking questions and knowing like why people tick this way, or why do people do this, why do people do that, type thing. So yeah, I don't know, I'm like kind of terrified of grad school though, because I know that it's a lot of work, and if that one class kicked my butt so hard, how am I going to survive how am I going to survive like 5 of those classes, like 5? I don't know what I'm gonna do. But I'm just like keeping the faith, like really praying about it, because only with God will I be able to pass, because I don't know about it. I'm actually really terrified, and I'm living in an I'm actually living in a townhouse. And that's like new, and I'm not gonna be with people I know. But both of the girls, they seem really nice, so that's a plus side. The other thing is though that I have to drive, and guys, I just got my license like 2 weeks ago. I got my license actually like a week and a half ago, if you really like want to be exact with it. And I put off getting my license for so long, and now I have to drive in a city that I don't really know. And although it's kind of like country, it's not really city. It's not city like how I went to school this time. It's more country than anything, but I feel like it's still gonna be pretty hard. Yeah, and I don't know anyone in the class. We have like this thing called Slack, but no one ever posts on it, and I don't want to be that person to like put myself out there, but I probably should, just so other people feel comfortable to also post on it. Because I feel like in grad school, and this is honestly a hack, you should definitely make friends with people in your class, because if you do, you will definitely, I feel like you will at least get a B in that class. I won't say A, because I don't know what type of student you are, but I feel like if you have like a good set of people in in your classes and you make friends with them, even if you guys don't become best friends, I promise you, you're gonna get a great grade, because you guys can divide the work and all that stuff. Woo! That's the water. And just conquer it. So yeah, that's a little hack. But I feel like the school that I'm going to, I'm kind of like leveling up. Not saying that my other school was terrible, but it definitely isn't as well known and as prestigious as the one I'm going to for grad school. And there's some people in my cohort who went to Harvard, who went to Ivy League Ivy League colleges, and I have to like, I'm going to be in the class, but honestly, I'm just gonna like keep a positive like mindset with that, and just say like, okay, well, they went to Harvard and I went to George Mason University, and we both ended up in the same place, and I wouldn't be in the class if I didn't deserve it. And that's kind of like imposter syndrome. I definitely think I'm gonna feel that a lot in this class, just because I'm gonna be around a lot of like intellectuals and people who take their work very seriously. And people at George Mason definitely did, especially like my friends who I hung out with. But this is gonna be like super competitive, but I don't want to look at it that way. I really want to use all my resources and really like form relationships with these people because they're going to be my colleagues, you know? Yeah, I'm excited about that. I'm also going to be I'm not going to be the only minority because there's 3 other Asian people in my class. And but I'm definitely going to be the only Black person there. So that's going to be interesting. I hope I make friends and I hope people aren't closed-minded. But you know, I've dealt with it before, so it's nothing new. Although that's very sad, but it's nothing new for me. I just hope that I can thrive at this new school. But anyways, I'm basically almost done filling in the parts. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you all. I hope you really like this video and this little like sit down talk. I'll probably do more of these once I start doing my hair more and making more wigs. But thank you so much for watching. I love you all and I hope you all have a blessed day.